Hello Stencil friends, it is Ann coming to you on a Sunday. This is my second live today on a Sunday. I am so blessed. I was able to come on with the Essential Stencil team for the Crafternoon this afternoon, and then also the Stencil Soul Sisters invited me to come in and be a guest creator for them. And I am just so blessed that I was allowed to be here, and I hope that you've had some wonderful time seeing everybody creating and crafting. I have to watch all the replays. On Sundays we have family lunch with our little granddaughter and her parents, and then like I said, I had to get ready for my 2 o'clock Central, and now my 4 o'clock with Stencil Soul Sisters. So I have not been able to watch anybody. I'm trying to find myself in here, trying to see if they have, hopefully I didn't get my time wrong. I have 4 Central, so I'm trying to find myself in the Stencil Soul Sisters group. I keep refreshing, but I have not seen myself yet. Let's give it a couple of more minutes. Let's see. I know somebody is gonna bring me over into the group. It's either Christy or Cindy. They normally throw me over there. Not literally. There we are. Thank you, whoever just threw me in there. I think it was Miss Cindy. I appreciate you, my girl. Again, I appreciate the Stencil Soul Sisters friends for inviting me in again. I love them. They are all dear friends of mine, and I am so tickled when I get to join them. I just apologize that I cannot watch them live. I watch them on replay, but I will catch them up. This is one of those boards that I got from Hobby Lobby a while back. I think they came in a pack with like 3 or 4 in them. This one is the 14-inch. And we are going to create on this side. And the reason why I'm creating a 14-inch door hanger, and if you hang it even on a wall, you can literally hang it on the lip, is because my mother-in-law has a small door. Her front door is not big like most houses. Well, she lives in a smaller home. So for them, a 16-inch round is just too big. She can't use it. So we are just going to use this one, and I'm going to show you how you can adapt a 16-inch stencil, and we are going to use this cutie to a 14-inch round. You just have to adapt and move things around a little bit. And the transfer I'm using is out of stock at the moment. But if you're interested in it, check and see if they will restock it. And Essential Stencil is having a 1-day only 30% off sale on everything except the coastal that just came out. So check out what is there, what you need, what you missed. Brushes, I'm going to use the sponge. I use them 8 times, 4 times in each corner on one side and 4 times on the other side. And we're just going to stain this up real quick in white, and I am just using my Minwax water-based stain, and we're just going to stain this up real quick. And again, thank you so much, Christy, Cindy, everybody, for letting me join. You guys are amazing. And right now I am trying not to get anything on that edge. If I do, it's okay. I'm not sure how I want to finish it. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on the inside. I might add something so that it can be hung from both sides. I don't know yet. So we might add a fall or a patriotic, I'm going to say probably patriotic on the other side. Once I get my Stencil of the Month club in, It is floating around in postal land. It's somewhere. So we'll wait until that comes in, and then I'll do something fun. I saw the end of Becca's. She created some beautiful coasters. I love those. That coaster set is gorgeous. So I'm hoping I'll get mine stencil of the month in soon, so I can use those maybe for the other side and create something fun on the other side. But for the people that don't have a big front door, or maybe you want to put it on an interior door, the interior doors are not that big, so one of these smaller ones will fit just fine on one of those doors. So we're just gonna make a smaller one, and that way you can use it for indoors. Maybe you're looking for something for a kid's room that you can hang on the door for a kid's room. So many different ways you can use a 14-inch round, and again you can even use it and hang it on the wall. So you can use it for an interior door, outside door. You can, if you seal it really well, you can use it on a covered porch. Okay, that looks good enough for me. Let me see if I could see comments. I have to, hey Danette, hey Cindy, about said, hey Berry Jam Crafts. Hey Christy, thanks for teleporting me into your group. I appreciate it. I know it's sharing, but you know. And sorry for the loud noise. I was going to make sure my can is closed when I put it up. Your stains will last you a long time if you close them up. And frugal as I am going to keep these gloves. Things are just too expensive. So we're going to reuse. That's why we like thrifting. We like reusing things. Now see, I've got a little mess on my table, so we'll get that. And I'll show you the transfers I'm using. I'm using the hibiscus and palm leaves. It came out, I don't know if it came out last year or the year before. And many of you might still have it and haven't used it. So I was wanting to use it. Look how pretty that is. And I just wanted to show you the idea that you can use it for other transfers, other stencils, not just this one. That you can incorporate flowers into it. I'm looking, it's like, what am I looking for? I am looking for my heating tool. Like I said, I'm not sure. I might do a walnut, dark walnut stain on the edge. I'm not sure yet. Right now I'm just drying this, and I noticed that the grain has raised really well. Some surfaces, the grain raises really, really bad. So this is one of those surfaces that it has just raised that grain. We're going to dry it good, and then we're going to sand it. I'm going to wipe it with our paper towel. And if you missed me, I was on a 2 Central earlier over on the Essential Stencil page, or you can also find me on my page. It was a 30-minute segment for Essential Stencil. So if you missed me, you can hop over there. I used a small stencil from the Stronger Than the Storm set. This little sponge keeps flying out of my hand. You guys see that? The grain is still raised a lot on here. Let's see if I have another. just going to leave it at that. I'm going to take my paper towel and I'm just going to wipe over it. Because we're going to make sure that we get all the dust and grime and things off of here. And I got my grain laying horizontal. That's just the way I wanted my grain to be. Lay it this way. And we're going to add our stencil on here. And obviously, the stencil is too big to go on here. So what I'm doing is I am going pushing it all the way down to the bottom. I am going to line this edge of my flamingo up with this edge. Because I am not using the flowers. I'm just using the flamingo. I'm going to tape it down. And I'm going to tape that leaf because we are just doing Mr. or Mrs. Flamingo. And a little taping will take you a long way in not getting your surface messed up. Just a little prep time. It's better to have a little prep time and get the results that you want than to rush it and then be sad if it didn't turn out the way you thought it would. And right here, I'm just going to use my little Becker board. All right, for the flamingo, I have tea berry, tiger lily, and a little bit of vintage pink. And I forgot to get my black out for the beak. I've got to have a little bit of black. And these are all Decor Art paints. This is my dark one. I'm using the dark one first. Actually, I'm going to use the tiger lily first, going over everything, and then we're going to shade it in with the other colors. I am using a 7/8 inch brush since we have big areas. Too much, way too much. So we're going to offload on the side. You can't see that. We're going to offload here. So tell me what you guys been doing today. Been crafting, watching. Hey, Miss Maggie. Hey, Jeannie. I had to think of what your name was. Clifton's Crafty Casa. Glad to see you, my friends. The eye is black up here, so what I am going to do is I am just going to put that on here. I've got to tape one more place up here because that flamingo is way too close for the top. I will definitely mess that up. So there we go. And I look to see what colors are flamingos. So flamingos are very bright in color. And we will also use a rake brush to get some of the detail in here. And we're going to fill this in and make our about set swan, our flamingo, really pretty. And then I will shift my words over to where we need them to be. Let's load the brush back up. I'll float a little bit. And I am just going with the way the stencil was cut. And if you do not have this stencil, hop over to Essential Stencil. I'll put the link in the comments or in the header. A lot of the coastal has sold out. And again, the coastal is not on sale today, but all the others are on sale today for a one day only, 30% off. So everything else is on sale. Brushes, whatever it is that you have in need of. And if you're interested in any of the coastal collection, and they are sold out, because Wisdom of a Turtle is sold out, and several other bundles and individual stencils, then go put yourself on the wait list and request a restock, and they'll let you know when they are back available. And most importantly, always, always use a coupon. Use someone's code. All the ambassadors have a code. If you would like to use mine, it's WK21. I would be tickled pink, and I would appreciate that. And we will shade this guy in here in a minute. Didn't want to have to put any more color out. You know what? I am not going to, because I am going to add color to here. That's the one I just used. Tiger Lily. Is that the one I just used? Yes. So these colors look so similar. I'm going to use another brush. This is just a tone darker. And we're just going to shade him in, because his neck is much darker than the rest of his body. So we're just going to shade this in and give him a little bit of extra color. Mix this up a little bit. He's flying away. Hey Marilyn! How are you, my friend? Happy Sunday, ladies. And for the most part, he's lighter in here, and then the neck is darker than the rest of his body. Gonna go create a little bit of darkness right here. And I'm going to use our rake brush here in just a moment. We'll go ahead and do the black real quick. And I'm going to use our dome brush for that. I love the dome brushes, but there is a learning curve with these dome brushes, ladies. Offload, offload, offload. These hold a lot of paint, so offload your sides really good and the middle. I'm going to go ahead and do his little eye. Well, I might have to use one of those smaller brushes on that. This big one might be a little bit too big to use. And I'll float that again. Got his beak all nice and dark. I'm taking a watercolor class with the Vintage Pebble, and this week we done the Flamingo. I have not done the Flamingo yet, but I am so excited to create that Flamingo. It is very, very pretty. I'm going from the outsides in to make sure that this is all good and dark. I'm going to get a wipe out. I'm excited to see what everybody's been creating today, whether you've done coastal or about 4th of July or Independence Day, or what you done today. I'm excited to see. I'm just going to get this little brush and do my eye. All right, I'm going to take this off, and then we're going to add a couple of more things to our little gal. Everything taped down really good. I can't get my stencil off my board. Lay that to the side, and I've got a little bit of dark right there. I don't know how that got there. And we're just going to take a little bit of water, clean that up, and we can take our sponge and just add a little stain to it, and real good. I'm going to use the rake brush, and I'm going to come in and use the Vintage Pink and add colors in here. And we're still going to have to finish that out right there to fill him in, her in, fill her in. And I just load my brush, and we're just going to create some wispies. And like I said, she is lighter in the middle. And we're going to have to finish that out. I'm just going to take the brush that had the black on and get most of the black off. Dip it in that darker color. No, I'm going to use a regular brush. I'm just going to use a regular brush. Add a little bit of water so it'll flow. water and make this move. Water will make your paint move. And we're going to take both of these colors and we're just going to fill it in. So we have a base color. Some more of this color in here. And I'm going to get some more of that tiger lily and fill those in a little bit, and then we're going to add some more of our and I'm going to add some more wispies in here. And I'm not solidly covering this. And get the other color. This is tea berry. Just fill in our little, keep on to say it's swan, our little gal in. And that one should look like a beautiful, beautiful flamingo. And let's use our rake brush. And we're just adding, like we're adding feathers. And if you look up flamingos, you'll see that they are different colors of this orangey red, fiery red. I'm gonna add a little bit more this way. I'm going to switch back to our other brush and just brush that in and make it blend in. Just going to dab and blend this in. I'm going in between the two colors. Now we're going to do the same thing up her neck. We're just creating texture and pattern. And depending on which way we have our brush, gives the illusion of like feathers. And a little fluffiness. You just keep playing with the colors. Until you feel that you've got enough texture and design. I think that looks good. I am going to touch that up here a little bit. I'm going to make it darker on the outside and then go to the lighter color for the inside. Let's take some of that lighter color. And while we are doing this, our board is drying so that we can put our transfer on here in just a moment. I hope you like this technique. I hope that it inspires you to try other birds. I think I like it is. And that's what we have so far. I think instead of having that straight like that, I'm going to come in and add a little bit of texture. Just a little bit. Yeah, I like that better. Got one more spot right here. I am also going to use some of the lighter colors and just dip it in there. I will check with you here in just a moment to see what you guys are saying. What you guys think? I used a little rake brush to get some of the streaks in here and make it look like feathers. And then I just used a regular brush and I literally just pressed down like this to create little shapes. And I must have transferred from my hand a little bit of color up here. This pinky color wants to go everywhere. I am going to dry this a little bit, and then we're going to add the words and the transfers. Thank you, Becca. Hey, Barb. I know, Becca, your painting is way beyond my skill level. You are an amazing painter and quilter. I just wanted this to be a little bit dry for when I lay the other stencil back on there. And I think she looks good. I like her. There's a lot of paint there because it's going to be wet. Let's do the transfers first so this can have a moment to dry. And this set is not available at the moment, but maybe it'll come back in. But if you want to draw a swan, you can use this silhouette and create a swan with it. They're very similar looking. And where do I keep getting this paint from? There's some more. This is all dry. Oh well. I'm going to add this one. Probably right here somewhere. Peel it apart, back apart, carrier sheet, transfer. If you need to put it back on, make sure you put it on the shiny side. Hold on to the non-printed side. Now we can see which way we want this to be on here. We want to carry it out like this. This might be pretty like that. I'm going to lose this leaf right here. If I would have painted this already, we would have been able to use that leaf and just wrapped it around. Since I have not painted that edge, I am just going on the edge and get that pulled up. And if you have a problem getting your transfer up, use a piece of tape. And again, this is an older transfer. It might be from last year or the year before. But if you store them well, they will last a little while. Supposedly they only last, I think it's my fingers right here because I've got some more paint. I'm going to get this paint off of my hands before I keep transferring paint over. And you can do more reds, more pinks for your flamingo. Whatever colors, you can make them more red looking. But when I looked it up, they were more of this coral red color with pink in the middle, like in here. And that's why I chose that color. But what I was saying is you can use roses down here and, you know, use a swan or use hydrangeas or other flowers. And you can do the same thing with any kind of animal. I mean, it can be any animal that you want it to be that Essential Stencil has. And you just encase it or surround it with flowers. Got to be very careful right here where I paint it, because it is not completely dry. So I'm trying to make sure that it is adhering. I'm trying to hurry. Because you know me, I am the slow crafter. You're welcome, honey. I love your quilting skills. And I love Miss Cindy's backgrounds. She has amazing backgrounds. I think she should do a live with just backgrounds. Just creating different backgrounds. Maybe she could do a class. Cindy, you need to do a class with backgrounds. Who would join that class? Because Cindy does amazing backgrounds with paint. And Miss Amanda, she does it with stain. But Cindy has incredible backgrounds with paint. I was trying to be very careful down at the bottom where I had that leaf. Make sure all the little tips of these leaves are down. Whoop. It would help if I had this the right way, wouldn't it? Part of my leaf is not sticking down over here. But it's okay, you can't hardly tell. Just got to make sure that we get all of these little tips down. And all we have left is that little leaf. If we want to save the leaf, we can just put it back on this the shiny side, and we can reuse it. Got that one on, and we're going to add 2 more. That right there. I am going to do the words in black on here, I think. So we do the words in black or in green, because I don't want to use another pink. I just think it'll be too much pink. I'm the last one? I thought there was somebody after me. What? Did I miss it? I thought someone else was coming after me. And again, depending on what type of board you have, the grain being raised may interfere with your stencils adhering well as well. So keep all those things in mind when you are using transfers. The better your board, the better results you will have. And of course, things have to be dry and oil free. And these stencils are not brand new, so they might take a moment to adhere and get onto the board. But we just keep on going. Little by little, we'll add these. Also, when you do your essential stencil browsing, don't forget to add your burnishing tools. I love this one. And I'm going all the way around and meeting in the middle. I get best results that way. Plus, I can control and make sure that everything is adhered right. So what did we decide? Black for the words? Christy said, "Oh no, I thought Christy was after me." Let's say it. She can still come on if she wants to, if she can. I know black is not a color you would normally use for a summer sign, but I think with all the brightness that we have here, it might not be a bad idea to do that. Or we can pick a green to match our leaves, our palm leaves. But I just think if we use another red, I had another red picked out, like that darker tone, I just think it'd be too much red. I think we need a neutral color for the Hello Summer. And if you are a bow person, you can still put a cute little bow on there. I do not put bows on my pieces, on most of them, unless the customer wants a bow. because it is hit or miss for me with bows. Some like them and some don't. And if you are browsing at the Essential Stencil site or the app, don't forget, use an ambassador code. If you would like to use mine is WK21. I just lost part of that flower, so I just laid it back down real quick. It had lifted up. I was not careful enough. It had lifted up with my sheet and I lost a little bit of the flower, but you can hardly tell, so we are good. Now we're going to put that last one right there. Let's see. And instead of using the hibiscus from the stencil, we just used these and we got really good result. And again, you could achieve that if you're going to make a swan out of that one, or use the swan stencil or the goose or the duck or whichever one you want to choose. You can use different flowers. Essential Stencil has so many amazing flower transfers that I'm sure you're going to find one that will work for your animal. Or if you just want to do the saying and leave the flamingo out and just add different flowers on the bottom. They have so many beautiful flowers. You can do the Hello Summer in Patriotic, do the background white, Hello and Summer in red and blue, or even a gold, and use the patriotic flowers. Just because some of these things are coastal doesn't mean that you have to use them for coastal. I sometimes see a lot of flamingos in people's yards. You know, they have those little flamingos in the yards. Honestly, I cannot remember what that means, but it has a meaning behind it. I've got a little palm leaf that does not want to come off right there. So, if they could stick flamingos in their yards, then you should be able to stick a flamingo on your door for summer, even if you don't live at the beach. And again, these smaller ones are really nice for indoor doors or inside doors. Well, like I said, my mother-in-law has a smaller door, or if you go camping, this is perfect size for a camper. So don't forget about our camping friends. That will be a perfect door hanger for a camper. We used that big 16-inch stencil and put it on a 14-inch round. So who all got the coastal bundle? Are you coastal creators? Did you get some of it? I like the Fishers of Men, and I like the Hope with the Anchor. I love those. I love the Wisdom Turtle, or the Turtle Wisdom. Let's see, what are my other favorites? I've got several favorites in that pack. And be sure to hop on over to the Essential Stencil page and look at all the amazing creators over there. This is what we have so far. You got so many you need to sell. Well, sell them, honey. Make sure you don't have no bleed through on the back. And now we can put our letters in. Should have moved him over a little bit more. I forgot that he will not, but that's okay. We're going to do this in black anyway. This will be just fine. I had him moved over a little bit more than I did on here, but it's okay. Not a problem. We'll just use our dome brush, load and offload. Light swirling motion. I am following the stencil with my finger to make sure that everything is down. If you're a big swirler, take that off. If you feel like you're running out of paint, go grab you a little bit more, offload. Very light motion, go right, go left. Make sure you get all the sides. Sometimes you can go into your offload spot and get paint back from your offload spot. A dry brush is your stenciling friend. And see, you can stencil right over the transfer. You can transfer over stencil, and you can stencil over transfer. Very, very versatile. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Nothing on the back side. I'm just going to dry that real quick. If you have a lake house or a beach house, that would look good on there too, even if it is a flamingo. And then hello is going to be right there. Whoop. Can't cover up my letters. And we're going to add a couple of more little things in here to finish it out, and then it'll be done. Thank you all for letting me be part of your crew today. I appreciate you guys so much. If you're new to me, exclamation mark notify, and you will receive notifications when I go live. I'm live on my page, Whimsically Knotted, Mondays and Thursdays at 6:30 Eastern. Hop over, say hello. Join us, Whimsy Bunch. That's what I call us people. We are the Whimsy Bunch. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate that as well. Sprinkling out the whimsy. And this brush was perfect for these letters. It was the perfect size. And see, got hello this way and summer that way, and I love it. I love the different directions. Isn't that not cute? Thank you. Thank you, Bonnie. That is a really bright color. The flamingos are bright. They are bright colored. Uh-oh, somehow or another, my transfer was coming back up. It's okay, we got it. We got it. Let's see what we got. We got a big old space here, but we also have a space here. I was thinking, I originally wanted to put that up here, and I still might, just to have a little green up there. And add this over here. What do you guys think? Should we put that in between right here? Like that? Do you guys like that? I am going to put the leaf up here. I think the leaf will look good up here. Just to tie the bottom colors in up here. And I'm just using my fingernail. Sometimes you got the tools that you need right there on your hand. Thank you, Becca. Thank you, Barb. Again, I'm just going to use my fingernail. And these are out of the same pack, the hibiscus palm leaves. It's real easy to use your fingernail to put these on. Now we'll just add this one in the middle right here to break up that darkness. How you inspired to try this, to mix and match your transfers and your stencils, to add a little hand painting to your stencils. And again, you can turn that into a swan really easy. And there we go. And here's a little close up. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. Let me hold that up for a moment. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. And again, you can hang it right on this lip in the back. And you can even see the colors right there, the different colors in the flamingo. And I will take this and go around and edge that in, just to bring that in a little bit. Again, appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for sprinkling, for hanging out, for all the things. I've added a little bit of paint to this. Go back around. And I'm even gonna go do a little bit of, just to give it a little background color. So this is not so stark white. Turn this around so I can see, and it almost looks like a sunset when you do that. Just blends that in a little bit. I don't know if you can see it right there in the middle, how that blended it right in. All right, folks, that's all I had for you today. I hope you got inspired, enjoyed it. The name of the flowers is hibiscus and palm leaves. They are momentarily sold out, but they are still on the side. So since summer is coming, they might be able to restock those. So put your name on the list and tell them that you want them restocked, because these go really good with some of your coastal turtles or your other coastal projects, or even with our little flamingo. You guys have a blessed evening. I enjoyed being here. Thank you so much for inviting me, and have a great week ahead. Enjoy. Hope you can't even see that when I held that up. Is that better? My camera angle, I don't know, since I have it backwards, it's hard to see which way is the right way to hold it. All right, have a blessed day, ladies, and enjoy your Sunday evening. And then I look forward to seeing you tomorrow evening on my page for some creative fun. I don't know yet what I'm doing. I think I'm going to do something patriotic. Have a blessed evening. I'll see you all tomorrow.